And the sons of Noah will go out from the ark, Shem, Ham, and Japhet. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These three are the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth spread out. And Noah, a man of the soil, will begin, and he'll plant a vineyard, and he'll drink from the wine, and he'll get drunk, and undress in his tent. And Ham, father of Canaan, will see his father's genitals, and he'll tell his brothers outside. And Shem and Japhet will take the robe, and they'll place it upon their two shoulders, and they'll walk backwards, and they'll cover their father's genitals, and their faces backwards, and they won't see their father's genitals. And Noah will wake from his wine, and he'll know what his little son did to him. And he'll say, "Damned is Canaan, a slave of slaves shall he be for his brothers." And he'll say, "Blessed is Yehovah, God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his slave. Beautiful is God for Japhet, and he'll live in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his slave." And after the flood, Noah will live 300 years and 50 years, and all the days of Noah will be 900 years and 50 years, and he'll die. And these are the legacies of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japhet, and sons will be brought forth for them after the flood. Sons of Japhet: Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Yavan, and Tuval, and Meshech, and Tiras. And sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, and Rifat, and Togarma. And sons of Yavan: Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodan'im. From these the island nations spread out, in their lands, each man according to his tongue, by their families, in their nations. And sons of Ham: Cush, and Mitzrayim, and Phut, and Canaan. And sons of Cush: Sva, and Chavilah, and Savta, and Ra'emah, and Savtcha. And sons of Ra'emah: Shva, and Dedan. And Cush will bring forth Nimrod. He began to be a hero on earth. He was a heroic hunter before Yehovah, so it'll be said, like Nimrod, a heroic hunter before Yehovah. And the head of his kingdom will be Bavel, and Erech, Akkad, and Chalneh, in the land of Shinar. Ashur will go out from that land, and he'll build Nineveh, and Rehovot Ir, and Kalach, and Resen, between Nineveh and Kalach. She's the great city. And Mitzrayim brought forth Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehavim, and Naftuchim, and Patrosim, and Kasluchim. From there, Pelishtim and Kaftorim will go out. And Canaan will bring forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Chet, and the Yevusi, and the Emori, and the Girgashi, and the Chivi, and the Arki, and the Sini, and the Arvadi, and the Tzemari, and the Hamati. And afterwards the families of the Kanaan'i will spread out. And the border of the Kanaan'i will be from Sidon, going towards Gerar until Azza, going towards Sodom and Amorah, and Admah and Tzvoim until Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, by their families, according to their tongues, in their lands, in their nations. And also to Shem will be brought forth. He's the father of all the sons of Ever, older brother of Yefet. Sons of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arpakshad, and Lud, and Aram. And sons of Aram, Utz, and Chul, and Geter, and Mash. And Arpakshad brought forth Shalach, and Shelach brought forth Ever. And 2 sons will be brought forth to Ever. Name of the one, Peleg, because in his days the earth was spread out. And name of his brother, Yoktan. And Yoktan brought forth Almodad, and Shalef, and Hatzermavet, and Yarach, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Oval, and Avimael, and Shva, and Ophir, and Chavilah, and Yovav. All these are the sons of Yoktan. And their settlements will be from Mesha, going towards Sfar, mountains to the east. These are Shem's sons, according to their families, by their tongues, in their lands, by their nations. These are the families of Noach's sons, according to their legacies, in their nations. And from these, the nations of the earth spread out after the flood. And the whole earth will be one language and single words. And it will be, as they travel from the east, and they'll find a valley in the land of Shinar, and they'll settle there. And each will say to his acquaintance, "Come on, we'll heat up bricks and we'll burn 'em fiery." And the brick, she'll be stone for them, and the clay, he was mortar for them. And they'll say, "Come on, we'll build ourselves a city and a tower, and his head is in heaven. And we'll make a name for ourselves, so we won't be spread out over the whole face of the earth." And Yehovah will descend to see the city, and the tower that the sons of humans built. And Yehovah will say, "Indeed, they're one people and one language for all, and this is what they started to do." And now, nothing will be too difficult for them of anything they initiate. Come, we shall descend, and we shall confuse their language there, so a man won't hear the language of his fellow. And Yehovah will spread them out from there, over the whole face of the earth, and they'll stop building the city. And so he called her name Bavel, because there Yehovah babbled the whole earth's language. And from there Yehovah spread them out over the face of the whole earth.